Whoa, 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 whoa. This one is actually pretty intense and pretty crazy. This guy did an amazing job with the very limited, avenues of escape that he... Anyways, watch what happens so that we can understand why it's so important to learn how to swerve. Woo-wee. Let's go ahead and watch what happens here, guys. So this car driver has its brake lights, so that's a good indication this car driver is going to make a choice of whatever, either slam the brakes or turn right or turn left. Typically, if somebody's applying the brakes, they're not hitting the accelerator, so I'm not concerned about that one. So moving forward just a little bit more, it looks like they're going to turn right. It looks like they turned right a little late. So if you start to see, people do some dumb stuff in front of you, get prepared. It's a lot like, being in a group ride and you see the guy in front of you, you're like, ooh, he's not going to make it. So then you start getting ready for those brakes. You start getting ready to swerve. You start getting ready for an emergency maneuver. Kind of like the same thing here. This person didn't look like they're going to make it. So we're going to see what happens. All right, so immediately, what are we going to do here? We don't have enough room, enough stopping distance to apply the brakes. Our following distance got closed up, and we have an escape path to the far left. So, that looks like he's going to go that way. So in split second, what are you going to do? So this is why you need to have multiple tools in your toolbox. Could you swerve right and then just do the turn? I don't know. You're not really set up for that. So hopefully you know how to trail brake so you can start trail braking here and all the way through the turn. So that's why it's also a good idea to get as many classes under your belt, especially advanced classes, once you get the fundamentals down. So you can maybe have that option. Okay, well, let's say you're not there yet. You don't have that option. What else can you do? Well, let's apply a lot of brake pressure. Or how good is your braking? Are you good with progressive brake pressure? Do you have ABS? Do you have traction control management? Do you have this, this, and this, and this? Are you going to be able to stop in time? Maybe not. Maybe you can. I don't know. What about swerving? How good is your swerving? How are you when it comes to navigating around a hazard? Can you swerve far to the left and far to the right at a high speed, or is it just barely left and right at this type of speed? What is it you can do? And the only way you're going to figure that out is with parking lot practice. So I do have a lot of free parking lot practice on DDFMcrew.com. So check it out. I have turn from a stop, U-turns, figure eight, swerving, braking, straight line, weaving, all these different things on that website, absolutely free. Please check it out. I want you to get the training you need. So right here, he makes a good decision to swerve left. Now this car getting a little crazy, but he's still making that decision to swerve left. He's not slamming the brakes and swerving. He's swerving left, knowing that he needs to make that gap as quick as possible. Maybe not accelerate, but maybe maintain throttle, okay? So accelerating might have an issue with loss of traction, but at least maintain that throttle. So he swerves, and man, was that close. Look at that. Extremely close. Still made it, though. So could he swerve really far to the left and then back to the right? I don't know. Maybe he can, depending on his skill, depending on how much room, but you also got that median there. See, this is where an after-action review really helps out because you can actually see limitations of what you can do. So for me personally, I like to have the biggest of the biggest space cushions, and then I like to maintain that biggest of the biggest space cushions. I want to be away from everybody, whether I'm driving or riding. So if the space cushion gets closer and closer and closer, that either means I'm speeding up and they're maintaining speed, or they're slowing down and I'm maintaining speed. So I always kind of rubber band it between vehicles, around vehicles. I want a bubble. I want a space cushion. And that's the best way I can handle it. And that gives me the most options, along with getting the most training with beginner classes, advanced classes, do a track day with an instructor. I haven't yet, but you know what? I might actually go out and do it so I get more and more tools in my toolbox. My main goal right now is to help you guys out, get started, and get yourself ready for motorcycling adventures. Okay, guys? With that said, though, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll be seeing you around.